Kia ora and welcome to this lesson on the symbols of the elements. It's lesson 4, groups 13 and 14 of the periodic table. Now all the periodic tables have this as either 3b, 4b or 3a, 4a, depending if it's the old American or European system. We're going to use the IUPAC system, which is 13 and 14. So we'll look at groups 13 and 14 and only those 4 elements highlighted there. Groups 13, it's B for boron and Al for aluminium. And aluminium is a metal, boron is one of those metalloids. Group 14, you've got C for carbon, and there's 2 forms of carbon shown there, and Si for silicon. And they all come from the first letter or the first 2 letters of the name. How can you remember these? I remember it as big L's, carsil, car for C, sil for silicon. So it's more a phonetic spelling than the real spelling. So quick time for practice. Can you match the symbol with the name? Here are the answers. And I'm sure you've got them all right. Some more practice matching the name with the symbol. Pause the video and have a go. Here are the answers. I hope you didn't get confused between B for boron and Be for beryllium. Finally, sort the following into the correct group. So think of High Lionel, Sweet Puss, Naughty Kitten, and Big L's Castle. Pause the video while you do it. Here are the answers. Did you find the mnemonic helped of High Lionel, Sweet Puss? And you didn't get confused between sodium and silicon? Just a final note before we go for time for tips. There are some very nice cards that you can download from the internet made by KCD. And she's made beautiful drawings of all the elements. So if you want to use them as flashcards, they also show some of the properties in the diagram. And now time for tips. The first letter of an element symbol is always uppercase. So you always have 2 letters or 1. The first one will always be uppercase, and the second letter, if there is one, has to be lowercase. So as an example, here are different ways we could write MG. The first 2 are correct. The third one's a bit borderline because that M is looking rather small, and the last one's definitely wrong and will be marked incorrectly. Aluminium, the first 2 are fine. The second one's a bit borderline because you may not be sure if that L is a capital letter or not, and definitely it's wrong in the last one. Silicon, again, the first 2 are fine. The next one is a bit borderline because it's not clear if that first S is a capital letter, and it's definitely wrong in the third one. Finally, time for a joke. Goodbye. See you in the next lesson.